On first down, it's Butler. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
I got you.
Throwing on first down, Barnes. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barnes. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Barnes. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Lance Kendricks, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check 52.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
First down, Baltimore.
Here we go. Get set. Get team on it. Get team on it. Let's go, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check. Watch 54. I'm on. Watch twist. Go. Mike 5-4. Wild Bill. Mike 50.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Jackson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
A give, running right is Mack. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Looking to throw. Barnes. Got an open man. That's Campbell. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Dudes. 22, check, follow. 22, check, follow. Check three. Out.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go, T. Tighten up. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready? Check. Fresno. Kill. Go. Me.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Campbell making the catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, watch your leg. Hatchet.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Check 25. Slam.
This a give to Mack running to the right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Check 43. Press on. 5 on. 6 it. Check Mike 45. Know your job. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Back to throw. Barnes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, slam.
Jackson now. Out to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here we go. Bring it, Reed. 54. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson buying time to his left. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I love it. 3 down. He's checking.
Here's Marlon Mack. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
54's Mike. Check. Watch it. Watch the twist. Mike's 5-4. Go.
Following the fumble recovery, Barnes. Catch made here by Campbell. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That's complete to Sharp.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 25-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They run with Hines. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, let's go. Ricky. Check Orbit. Check the backer.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is Hines, and he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Tighten up. He's coming. We got jump left. Jump screen. Forty's mine. Here we go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw caught by Sharp. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Here we go. Check it out, Reed.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got his man Sharp complete. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Buddy up. 53 fly. Check 53. Hey. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check 9. Hey, check 24.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. From the gun, Barnes. And he finds his target. It's sharp. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check three. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Shoot. Get it all. West.
On first down, it's Hines. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on second down. Barnes over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
From the gun on third down, Barnes. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Take 4.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
twist. 51, Mike. Mike 51. You must be dreaming. Mike.
Operating from the gun. Barnes got it complete to Rodgers. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rodgers, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is now 13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill, 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 kill. Watch twist. 66. Bullet. Half. Joker. 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 Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill.
They go right back to Mack. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. from the gun. Barnes. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now just one misfire so far after that last completion, 15 of 16. It's first down. Off play action. Barnes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Throwing again. Barnes. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. A little flare. Flare. 61. Let's box. Right. Mike 51. Here we go. What?
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
3 down. Shift. Go.
On third down, Barnes. Flushed out right. He may try it. And he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now Jackson. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
40's Mike. 40's Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. Jack. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Check 52. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Off the play fake. Barnes. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead.
And this is taken in at the 5. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. Echo. Switch. Check. Crunch.
To throw again. Barnes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Colts on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 19.
Mike 40. Here we go. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Operating from the gun. Barnes being chased out left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. And the gap in that one has widened. The Bears have scored again. If they could win that game, it would mean win number 11 for them on the season. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Jackson. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Come on. Deuce. Okay. Let's go.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check three. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Out. Back. Check, go.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Let's go. 51 to Mike. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Shift. Watch the shift. 22, check, follow. 22, check, follow. Hatchet. 49, check 49, check 49.
On 3rd down, a run by Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Colts, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.